My name is Mohammed, and I'm a gym rat, and I need to build muscle. So for muscle, I need protein, but too much of anything is bad for you, right? So I went to my doctor to find out why too much protein is bad for you.
Hi, Mohammed told me you were coming. I'm Dr. Mohammed. I'm Mohammed's doctor. He told me to tell you about excess protein consumption and what can do to your body. The thing is, proteins are made up of amino acids bound together by peptide bonds, and they form long chains of them. The thing is, when these amino acids are digested by the body, the liver has to get rid of a nasty byproduct called ammonia. Ammonia is very toxic to the body, but the body converts it to urea by binding carbon dioxide and water to it. The thing is though, if the liver is not working properly, that urea can build up and it can also form uric acid in the blood, which interferes with the pH of the blood. And that will be very dangerous to the body because the body must maintain a very strict pH of around 7.35. So if the liver is not working properly, this urea can start building up in the blood. The buffering system, which is made up of carbonic acid, and it can either form hydrogen ions and the carbonate ion, or it can go the other way and form carbon dioxide and water. That would not work properly and would not be able to keep up with the acidic buildup of uric acid and urea. Another nasty thing that is formed, if the liver is working properly, urea and uric acid are sent to the kidneys to be excreted. But if the kidneys are not working properly, which usually happens with excess protein consumption because the kidneys are overworked, a very nasty process can occur. And it's shown here by these cards that I've laid out.
It all starts with calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid, which yields calcium chloride and carbon dioxide and water. Now this calcium chloride is in the blood, and if it happens to react with oxalic acid when it meets in the kidney, a very big problem will occur. It yields calcium oxalate and hydrochloric acid. Now calcium oxalate is a problem because it's very insoluble and it precipitates in the kidney to form kidney stones. It is very bad for you because they are very painful to pass and can be very hard to remove. Now, just for your information, calcium oxalate is very insoluble. Only about 1 × 10⁻⁵ grams per 100 milliliters of water at room temperature will dissolve. So you can see how hard this would be on the kidneys to dissolve. It'd be nearly impossible, and they would form the kidney stones, which will cause you a lot of pain.
And there you have it.
Hi, I'm Chef Mohammed. I've heard Dr. Mohammed talking to you about protein consumption, so I decided to tell you about fat consumption and sugar consumption. So these fats, more specifically triglycerides, structurally they are one glycerol molecule attached to 3 fatty acids. They're different though. This is a saturated fat, which means there are no double bonds between the carbons in the fatty acids. This is a monounsaturated fat, which means there's at least one double carbon bond. And here, these are polyunsaturated fats, like this olive oil and these fish oil pills. Polyunsaturated fats have more than one double bond between the carbons in their fatty acid chains. So they are liquid at room temperature because they have a looser structure, as opposed to saturated fats, which can stack up on each other, more like graphite in the carbon molecule. And sugars, more specifically glucose and fructose and sucrose here. Sucrose is actually made of fructose and glucose bound together. And this is whole grain bread. It is made out of glucose, but it is made of long chains of glucose bound together, which are complex carbohydrates. So they digest very slowly because the body takes a long time to break them down. Sucrose, on the other hand, is made of fructose and glucose, so it digests very fast because it's only a disaccharide, which means it only contains 2 sugars in one molecule. Hi, I'm Mohammed, the lab technician, and I'm here to tell you what else is in your food. So some chemicals are used to preserve foods by slowing down the reactions that spoil food, such as enzymes and molds that grow on the food. Some of these products, such as sodium benzoate and potassium sorbate, are formed by neutralization reactions. They are salts of acid. The first chemical is sodium benzoate, which is formed by reacting benzoic acid with sodium hydroxide, which yields sodium benzoate and water. The second product, which is 10 times more efficient than sodium benzoate in preserving food, is potassium sorbate, which is salt of sorbic acid when it reacts with potassium hydroxide, which yields potassium sorbate and water. So potassium sorbate is in this dressing right here, and this dip has sodium benzoate. They are both used to prevent these foods from spoiling. Well, there are other ways of preventing foods from spoiling, such as putting them in the fridge. because by lowering down the temperature, the reactions will slow down and they will not spoil as fast. And also, a natural way of preserving food for a really short time, for example, if you make avocado salad, which oxidizes very quickly because of all the metals in it, you can put lemon juice on it. Because vitamin C naturally oxidizes faster than the metals, so it preserves the food and keeps it fresh. So on behalf of all my alter egos and I thank you for watching.